Hi, everyone. Welcome to Movies with My Mother. We are finally at episode 90. Can you even believe it?
No,
I can't believe it.
no, I cannot.
And a little housekeeping off the top.
Yes, right away.
I had forgot to mention this last time. We have set up our podcast to have commercials on it. I feel like they're pretty random and they're just kind of thrown in. But they're supposed to pay us. And if that'll, take a dent out of, all my podcast hosting shit, like I'm here for it. But if they are annoying, do let us know. Because we don't want that. We do want you to still listen to us.
Yeah, listen to it, and they just come and go.
And it's weird. And I really wish it was something like, tell us, at minute 35, you'll put an ad break in and we'll fit something in there. And I would be fine with that. Instead, it's just blah 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 commercial.
And literally, it's right while we're talking.
Yeah. So let us know how you feel about it. I'm not sure I'm sold on it yet. We have not made any money off of it yet. So I guess we'll figure it out when we get there.
Yeah.
But anyways, episode 90.
90. Yikes.
So we started off, I think, strong. I don't think Mom enjoyed this movie very much.
It's not that I didn't enjoy it. It's not my kind of movie.
Right.
And you knew that from the get-go.
Yeah.
Because it's dark and it's rough and it was okay. It was an okay movie. And from the stuff I've read, I figured it was exactly what I was thinking it would be.
We watched Byzantium, a film by Neil Jordan, from 2012, rated hard R. And it's pretty long, 1 hour and 58 minutes.
Yeah.
Mom was getting a little antsy.
A little antsy. Yep. But, that's what I do.
It got a 66 on Rotten Tomatoes,
Mm-hmm.
a 66 on Metascore, which I was surprised by because, again, that's pretty high for Metascore.
But it's a beautiful movie.
And 6.5 out of 10 on IMDb, which makes me think that, art house people don't go on IMDb.
I can understand. Yes. I don't think that they do. So yes.
This movie, there was a little confusion around the budget money. And I don't know, one site said the money was in pounds, Great British pounds, and another said it was in euros.
Right.
So I have no idea exactly which monetary unit was used for this. I just know that 8 million of them were used.
Right.
Because 8 million pounds and 8 million euros are completely different numbers.
Different things. And I saw it as pounds and dollars. So what is it?
I don't know.
That's 3 different figures.
Well, and I saw that the worldwide gross was in dollars.
Yeah, what's the deal?
So I don't know. Maybe somebody did the conversion for us. The worldwide gross was not much.
No.
It did not make any money at all. It made, this is in dollars, $828,000. It didn't even crest $1 million.
I wouldn't even think that would be an opening day in a theater money, would you?
No, and I know that it didn't get a worldwide theater release.
Right. I have stuff about that. So yeah.
How many theaters across Europe actually got this?
Right. And it opened at film festivals.
Oh, okay.
So right there's no money there.
No.
So, but I have stuff about that.
And I did read that it was shot in 2010. And released in 2012.
Yeah.
So that's a whole nother thing. Also, this movie has less than zero trivia. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines, and I just read you one of them.
Ooh, ouch. Well, then it's a good thing that there's a lot of information about this director.
I love Neil Jordan.
Okay.
I have seen several of his movies.
Yes.
And all of them are very good in different ways.
All right.
He did people in America would know The Crying Game
Right.
and Interview with the Vampire.
Oh my goodness, yes.
And Interview with the Vampire itself was such a beautiful movie. Oh my god.
I've never seen it. I read the book. I've never seen the movie.
Oh, the movie is way different than the book.
Yeah.
But it's the candlelight of it. There's one part where Brad Pitt, his vampire, burns his own plantation down and sets everyone free, and it's a whole thing. And the shot, the way that it looks. Oh my god! Like I could just say that about this director. Like just the way that he shoots things, the way that the light and the dark play against each other, the way that the dark is so lush, but the light is so beautiful. It's I can't say enough about Neil Jordan.
I know he's one of your favorites.
But he's done many other movies. He did one America might know the Brave one too. It had Jodie Foster in it. And the hot guy from Lost, not Matthew Fox, the other guy, the hot Arab guy.
I was going to look that up and I did not. So I'm
his
sorry.
name is like Naeem Andrews, I
Something
think.
like that. Yes, that sounds correct.
Naveed, Naeem, something, whatever. Look, the hot Arab guy from Lost. And I've never seen that movie. I have no interest in seeing that movie because of the subject matter. um, but Company of Wolves, great. The Crying Game, fabulous. Interview with the Vampire, fabulous. I saw a movie called The Butcher Boy, which I don't think I understood the subject matter,
Uh-huh.
but it was still a beautiful movie, if that makes sense.
Absolutely.
I
I see that with this movie. I didn't get it. I didn't really understand what was going on, but it was still really put together nicely and it was really beautiful.
yeah.
Sad, sad situation, but it was a beautiful setting.
And I think a lot of the situation in this movie could have been alleviated if Clara had been honest with Eleanor and said, this is why we're doing this. This is why we have to act like this. This is why I'm doing the things I'm doing to protect you."
Yeah.
And I think that would have I still think she would have been a teenage girl about it, but I think that she at some place in the 200 years they had been running together, I think that she would have appreciated that knowledge
Okay. Yes.
as time wore on.
Yes. I do see that. Yes. Just the fact that she kept writing her story down and throwing it away. That tells you something right there that she, and maybe mother should have seen that.
Yeah.
And but on the other hand, what does a 200-year-old person think about from 200 years ago or current, You know what I mean?
Right. But it did very much seem that Eleanor was stuck in the past.
Very much. Yes. Yes. When they read stuff from her writing. Yes. Absolutely. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Dark, but interesting. I've never seen a vampire come.
Well, that was their group, the Pointed Nails of Justice.
Okay.
That's what that brotherhood was called.
Yes. Right.
Oh, I didn't tell you. We're too far into it already. The basic plot of this is that two mysterious women seek refuge at a rundown British seaside resort. And that's a little too basic, but
That's yeah, and that's not even the story.
um you find that they're vampires.
Yes. We knew
And
that.
they pass themselves off as an older sister and a younger sister, but they are mother and daughter.
Mhm.
Um and mother has secrets and daughter is real tired of those secrets. She's been in the dark for 200 years and she's tired.
Well, and she is a 16-year-old kid.
Yeah.
Wants the answers to everything now,
Yeah.
and that's not how it works.
The stars of this movie, and really this is for a British cast very very big names.
Okay.
Saoirse Ronan. Would you have guessed that's how you pronounce
No,
that?
no, you said that when I was looking at it. No, I wouldn't have.
Gemma Arterton, Sam Riley, Caleb Landry Jones, Daniel Mays, Yuri Gabriel, Johnny Lee Miller, and Kate Ashfield are the main faces that you recognize.
Yes.
Kate Ashfield is the woman from Shaun of the Dead that Justin was talking about.
Yes. That's funny. But don't we all, see that when well, we see somebody we think, oh, I know what they were in this or that. Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Lee Miller was married to Angelina Jolie for 5 minutes.
I think that's why I recognize that name. He is a pretty man.
Yeah, he's not bad looking.
Yes. But yeah, I mean, all these beautiful people. Interesting.
Yeah.
It was an interesting movie. I Not my cup of tea, but I absolutely understand this is yours.
This is absolutely my cup of tea.
Yep.
I love a stirring drama.
Yes. And it talked about all the violence that was in here. I don't think it was like excessive or anything, other than that they were going around killing people.
But there are a couple, visible beheadings.
Yes,
Um
those were rough.
yeah, several people die. But I think with a vampire movie, it's just inherent violence.
Right.
You know that somebody's going to die because there's a vampire.
Right. And I don't think it was like super graphic or anything.
No. No, and I really feel and in the end when Darvel meets Eleanor and he says you only take people that are ready, and there's a certain grace to that
Yeah.
because she is kind of an angel of death
Right.
and she only takes old people, sick people.
Right. Interesting. It was different. And it's not that I didn't like it, but I didn't.
You didn't have to like it. I just wanted to watch this.
And that's why they make so many movies. There's a million different ideas out there.
Yeah.
And there's just two of them sitting here, and we don't always agree on anything.
No, I knew you wouldn't really care for this, and I was a little dreadful of that for you. But again, this is a me movie. This is something that I'll sit down and watch all the time. I love a Merchant Ivory movie.
And this is why we're doing this, to expand my horizons.
Yeah.
Because I haven't seen all of these movies.
Yeah. Oh, you watch a lot of British TV. You might enjoy a Merchant Ivory movie.
I I only watch like murder mysteries and how-to shows and
Oh.
stuff like that. I don't really watch the movies or anything that are on the TV. Just
So you don't want to watch like a Howard's End?
I don't. Oh no!
Okay.
Just those like TV drama things, like Downton Abbey. I don't know. Mm-mm.
Oh, that's something that I really should have gotten into. Like that's right up my alley.
Okay. But all of those series, we've had all of those drama series on TV here in the United States. I never watched any of them.
Oh, I
You
love
know.
the police ones,
Okay.
the FBI ones.
All right.
Yeah.
I guess I don't want to invest that much time. I'm willing to invest an hour in something. I'm not willing to invest weeks.
Okay. Oh, that's fine.
Maybe that's the difference.
Yeah, that's completely fair.
Yeah. It was a beautiful movie. It was really a movie to look at.
Yeah. If nothing else.
Right.
And it's on Pluto and Tubi right now. If you want to go back and watch it, I recommend it. Mom, not so much, but uh, I do. I do think that if you like a good arty movie, that this is something that somebody should watch.
Okay. Yeah, do it. Plus, it's a Neil Jordan, and we all know Alexis is mad about Neil Jordan.
I love Neil Jordan movies.
Yeah.
He could take a shit in a film can and send it to me, and I would love it.
Ew.
I'm serious.
Okay. Maybe you won't be so much when I tell you something that I found.
Ah, does he suck? Is he a bad guy?
No, just something a little off, but
Eh.
I didn't chalk him off as awful. So
Okay.
get to it. Get to it. You'll see. Then you can see. Then you can say yay or nay.
Okay.
But for a vampire movie, it was very different than any vampire movie I have ever seen.
It is very subtle in that vampire way.
Okay. Yes.
Because it's not, fangs and throat gnashing. It's it's very subtle.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It was okay. It was okay. For the beginning of our series, it's okay.
Yeah, okay.
Because, the next movie that I want to watch is not one of your favorites. So, what can I say? But overall, it was all right.
Okay.
It was awful, but it was all right.
That's fine. I didn't expect you to walk away like this is my favorite movie. Like how have I never seen this? Like I never expected that to come out of your mouth. So
Thank you. All right. All right. All right. Well, we'll talk about Mr. Jordan then.
sure.
He's a writer, director. He's known for his crime thriller, horror drama, black comedy, psychological thrillers.
Yeah.
I think even though those are all separate things, I think this movie was every one of those.
A little bit.
Yeah. He's done movies, TV, he's written books and screenplays. This guy is really talented
Yes.
because everything he has dabbled in has come to fruition. He has received many, many awards, Academy Awards, BAFTAs, IFTA award. He has a golden lion and a silver bear, and I thought, what the heck is that?
Yeah.
So a golden lion is an award from the Venice Film Festival.
Oh, okay.
And the Silver Bear is from the Berlin Film Festival.
Okay, so Cannes is the Palme
Mhm.
d'Or.
Yes. Each one of those film festivals has their own award.
Okay.
And the IFTA, I guess, is the International Film and Drama Award.
Okay.
And we know a BAFTA is just a British Academy Award.
Right.
I mean, so he's won every possible award there is, I think.
It's awesome.
And then in 1996, he was honored to receive the French Order of Arts and Letters for recognition of significant contributions to literature.
That's awesome.
How about that?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy is all over.
Yeah, he is.
He was born in Sligo, Ireland in 1950. His mother was a painter and his father was a professor. So he comes from an art background anyway.
Yeah.
He has a BA in history from the University of Dublin. It is there where he became involved in theater. After graduating in 1976, he produced his first collection of short stories, Night in Tunisia, that one that you have there.
Okay. Yeah.
That's his first collection of writings and other short stories. It sounds like he's very prolific. You know, I don't have a list of everything he's done, but every time I read something, there's something more that okay. He's currently married and has 5 children.
Okay.
2 with his first wife, 2 from his second wife, and 1 extra.
Sure.
He has received honorary doctorates from Trinity College, the University College of Dublin's, and Queen's University in Belfast.
Wow.
So he's recognized all over the place.
Nice.
And here's where there's a little hiccup in.
Oh no.
You know,
Okay.
in 2009, he was one of the people that signed the petition for Roman Polanski.
God damn it.
So, but on the other hand, I think that those people were thinking of him not as a creep, but
As an artist.
as an artist.
Listen, I completely understand that, but once you're a creep, it doesn't matter what the fuck you do, you're
Right.
a creep.
I have to agree with you.
And fuck Roman Polanski.
Think anything. I was trying to remember, did anything ever come of that?
He is still in exile.
So he is still alive?
Yes.
He's got to be about 1,000 by now.
He just won an Oscar a few years ago for a movie that he did in exile.
My goodness. Okay. But I thought, that's one little hiccup that you might like. But on the other hand, whatever.
Listen, I do understand that artists can like to recognize other artists, and I understand that, and that's is what it is. But again, being a creep should trump being everything else.
Right. But like we always say, we have opinions, and you're entitled to yours also.
Yeah.
So there.
Fuck Roman Polanski.
Yeah, I agree with you.
That girl was 13.
Yeah. Yeah.
13.
Okay.
Fucking gross.
Yeah, and back then that was a different time. I mean,
Yeah.
13-year-olds today are not what 13-year-olds were back then. So.
No.
I mean, yeah. So, okay. Back to the good stuff. In 2018, he donated his archives to the National Library of Ireland.
Oh,
I
cool.
think that is fantastic. And that included scripts, production files, notebooks, storyboards, and personal correspondence. How
Nice.
cool would that be to see?
Oh, I'd love that.
That might just to go see something like that might encourage me to get a passport and leave the country.
Yeah.
That would be something to browse through. That would be very interesting. I think. I think. Okay, on to his career. In the late 70s, he started working for Channel RTE, Irish television, and some of his work was writing storylines for a children's fantasy series, which I tried to look up to find out stuff about this, but I really kind of pooped out about that. It's called the Wonderly Wagon. Wanderly Wagon. I'm not even sure exactly what it is.
Oh,
But,
okay.
that would be interesting. In 76, he did his first collection of short stories, had them published. That was the
Night in
Night in
Tunisia.
Tunisia stuff. 79, the collection won the Guardian Fiction Prize, which I thought, wow,
That's very cool.
yeah. In 1981, John Borman recruited him to be his creative associate. And John Borman also is very, very prolific. Point Blank, Deliverance, Exorcist 2, and a whole ton of other stuff more. I thought, oh my gosh.
Okay.
Then on in 82, he was Gorman was the executive producer for Jordan's first movie, Angel.
Okay.
It starred Stephen Rika, Rika,
How do you spell it?
Reg something,
Mm.
who was who has eventually been in almost all of
Oh,
Ray.
I think it's Ray, but is it because I don't know. Is it Rhea or is it Ray? I don't know.
I'm not
And
sure.
I've never looked it up and I probably should. That guy is a brilliant actor. He is in almost he was supposed to be in this movie
Oh, uh-huh.
as the gruff older man.
Okay. And he did a lot of Jordan movies. Overall, Jordan had an very odd body of work. The stuff we've talked about. I mean, he started out in children's theater, and then he does this movie, which so he has he's done tons of stuff from the um mainstream hits like Interview with a Vampire,
Uh-huh.
to TV, which I thought is very interesting. But so much of his stuff was not really critical successes, which we've seen that an awful lot in stuff we've watched.
Right.
That why don't people see this as good? I don't understand what critics are thinking when they're watching movies. I don't get it.
I think that they're looking for like all that film school trickery. And I feel like critics are just contrarians to be contrarians.
Okay. Yeah, well,
Um
yeah.
and I do I do think that there is probably a little bit of uh like payola involved, like,
Sure.
give my movie let me grease your palm a little bit and give my movie a thumbs up.
Okay. Well, I believe that. I
Yeah,
absolutely believe
I
that.
wouldn't be surprised at all to hear that.
I
Siskel and Ebert, they made millions, ripping movies to shreds.
Yes, they did.
You know,
That was their career.
and how many more millions did they make for telling us that crap movies were awesome?
It's right. Absolutely. So he has Jordan has run the gamut, I think, from very, very good, very money making movies right down to the big failures, and everything in between. And he's even done low budget art stuff on cable TV.
Oh wow.
He did the series of the Borgias,
Yes, I
and
knew that.
and come on, cable TV, and that's the stuff that I'm not interested in that kind of
That
stuff.
show ran for a couple seasons.
Yeah, yes, and it was very popular, but it's not, you know, whatever. And Jordan is very well known for unconventional sexual relationships. They often are his recurring theme. They often are a recurring theme in his work. And we saw that in this.
Yeah.
That bond between that woman and her daughter, which seemed very sexual at some points, but then at others it was very motherly caring thing. And
Eh,
that's what he's known for. That
was that because she was a whore? Like literally that was her profession in life was
no, I didn't think of it that way.
she was a harlot.
Yes.
Um
That's really all she knew from the time she was a girl to that. That's what she knew.
right. And that's when in the beginning when the blonde man is chasing her and he finally gets her and he said all this time and you haven't learned anything.
Right.
And
Oh yeah, he did say that, didn't he?
yeah. And she had I mean she
No.
knew she lived. She knew how to survive.
Right.
And she knew that sex sells and it doesn't matter what century you're in, somebody's willing to pay for it.
Yep.
And
Yep.
she knew that and she knew she could make money to survive.
Yes. Yes, and that right there is Jordan's genius. That finding the sympathetic side of the people that aren't quite normal.
Oh, don't get me started on The Crying Game. Like, The Crying Game is one of my all-time favorite movies, and I couldn't find my copy of it in time for this, and I couldn't find one to buy for this. Um, but that is a story of a man who is an IRA terrorist.
Uh-huh.
He kidnaps a soldier, an English soldier, and while the soldier is in captivity, they talk. And you can tell that the terrorist has a bit of a soft spot for the soldier. And the soldier is just like, you're going to kill me. I know I'm going to die here. Um, Go to London, find my girlfriend. Just tell her I'm thinking about her and that everything's okay. And he eventually does.
Uh-huh.
He goes and finds that girlfriend, and that girlfriend is not exactly who she says she is, and that's the whole point of The Crying Game. But the love story that grows from the terrorist
Right.
and the soldier's girlfriend, even after it's discovered that she is not exactly who she says she is, it's still a love story.
Right. And that's what his genius is, writing that story that most people find that particular type of thing horrific, but it's not.
And this in The Crying Game it was genius because at the time, being trans was not something that people talked about, and Dill was trans,
Mm-hmm. Right.
and
Right.
I know that the press had a field day with The Crying Game, but I don't think that anybody actually sat down and watched the movie with with the thought that these are human beings and these are people with very different opposing viewpoints
Mhm.
that come together and can be together in a way that shows that they respect them as human beings, but maybe not exactly what they're doing.
Right.
And how do you get that in an hour and a half movie is wild.
Right. But that's, like I said, that's his genius. He uses themes like incest and gay stuff and,
Gay stuff.
pedophile stuff, and we all in the end get it. Like Interview with a Vampire. That what was going
Very
on with
gay.
Was it Lestat and Louis?
Louis and Lestat, yes.
You know that they may not have ever gotten out of bed together, but there was love
Oh,
there, and there was something that
the
connected those two men that would never be broken.
the homoerotic subtext of the whole series, it shifted from very much subtext to very much um like high octane pansexual energy. Like, because you have all this time, why not do everything? And I'm a deviant, so why aren't I full on deviant?
And everybody walked away from that movie going, yeah, I
Listen,
get it.
it in the movie, Lestat provides lodgings for Louis when he is first made. In the book, he does not, and they have to share a coffin. And two bodies in a coffin. What? Huh?
It's tight, man. Tight.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's what Neil Jordan does. He writes that stuff, and the Northern Ireland stuff. He often writes of stuff like that.
Yeah.
And we get it. People walk away going, uh-huh. So, is it bad? Is it good? It's human.
Right. And I think a movie like this makes you walk away feeling like, I probably should have given my mom a little more grace because, I don't know everything that my mom dealt with,
Yeah.
but I know that she loved me at the end of everything. And everything was to protect me. So, I really,
Yes, that's what moms do.
I really think that that's, the core of a movie like this. And it's not something that is completely out in your face. But that's something that you just kind of, that gut punch at the end.
Yeah.
Like, oh, she was trying to protect her.
Yeah.
She wasn't trying to keep secrets from her. She was just trying to protect her.
Right. Right. But like I said, the more I read about this guy, this movie makes all kinds of sense.
Yeah.
This is everything I read about this man. This movie says everything. It's it was eye-opening, weird. Okay, back to what I read. While most of his work is grounded in reality, he sometimes does do fantastic or dreamlike themes. You'd have to attest to that.
A Company of Wolves is kind of Little Red Riding Hood.
Oh, uh-huh.
It's in that vein.
His
But there's werewolves. It wasn't a wolf, it was a werewolf.
Okay.
And I believe that Angela Lansbury was in that movie.
Oh, cool. Okay. Interesting.
But yeah, supernatural werewolves, vampires, stuff that's outside of reality.
Yep. Okay. All right. His directorial success in the early days took him to Hollywood,
Okay.
but his high spirits and the movie High Spirits and We're No Angels were not, those were his first movies in Hollywood,
Okay.
and they were not really,
I don't think
accepted well.
I don't think I've ever seen High Spirits, but I think I've seen We're No Angels.
They were not critical or financial successes. So that he went on and returned home. That's right after that is when he did The Crying Game.
What's that about? 93-ish?
Yeah, we're probably up to about then. I quit doing years. But that won him 6 Academy Award nominations and a win in the Best Original Screenplay category.
Huh.
It seemed to me people really liked The Crying Game.
Yes.
I remember when that came out, it was a big talk.
And I have seen We're No Angels. It's got Robert De Niro, Sean Penn, Demi Moore,
My.
Hoyt Axton,
Oh, my.
Ray McAnally, Wallace Shawn, John C. Reilly. People that I recognize.
Wow.
Written by David Mamet and a couple other people.
Wow. Wow. Holy cow.
Yeah. For The Crying Game. Again, brilliant, brilliant, brilliant film. I again, the scenery is beautiful. It's a great movie. Comedian Tony Slattery is in it. He plays a like a construction job like foreman guy, and he's just the rich guy that gets the jobs. He's not the worker guy, and he's a piece of shit.
Okay.
But he just died recently. That's why I thought I'd throw that in.
All right. And then with that success, he went back to Hollywood again. And didn't I already say that for Interview with a Vampire?
He did Interview with a Vampire after Crying Game.
Yes. And also then The Brave One. That was the one with Jodie Foster.
That one was later in the 90s.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, with Saeed from Lost. God damn, that guy was good looking.
In the 2000, yes, because now I'm back to dates again. 2009-ish.
Okay.
He did Neil Gaiman's Newbery Award-winning book, The Graveyard Book.
Oh, okay.
And then it was after that he did our movie. And the Newbery Medal Award is an award that is given to young adult fiction.
That's what I thought.
Yes. I love children's books. When I saw that, I thought, I got to put that in my stuff.
That's cool.
Because I love children's literature. More people need to read children's literature. It's beyond children. Adults need to read it.
Yeah.
My favorite author is James Howe.
Yeah.
Bunnicula is one of my favorite books.
Yeah. The Celery Stalks at Midnight.
How the Celery Stalks. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. And then let's see. Sci-fi romance movie was next. And it was announced and it was all getting set up, but then it never got made. This is in 2011. And then in 2017, he did the TV show Riviera in England.
Okay.
But as he was writing and doing, getting stuff ready for this, other people were taking over the writing and rewriting it. And he said It's not my stuff anymore. I'm out. It's
Yeah.
not mine. The stuff that they added is not anything about what I do, what I know, and he completely disowned the whole shebang-a-bang.
Good for him.
His credits, I went and looked at movie, that little section, movies, TV and stuff.
Yeah.
He started in 1979 and he continues on through today with TVs, books, screenplays, short stories, movies. He's a producer, everything, all kinds of stuff.
Awesome.
So he is busy, busy, busy.
Good.
Busy. All right. Okay, here's where I wrote that. The world premiere of our movie was at the Toronto International Film Festival
Okay.
in 2013. 2013? That wouldn't be right.
It says it came out in 12, so maybe 12,
Okay. That
maybe 13.
maybe it was 13 for early in the year. That would have been January or February. So yeah, that seems reasonable. It came out to generally positive reviews. People thought it had great direction and it had a fresh approach to the vampires.
Yeah.
And yes, it does. Absolutely. And then in April of 2013, it premiered at the Irish Film Festival. So yes, 2013 is the number.
Okay.
And then it was limited released in the United States in 2013.
Oh, which means it went to the big cities and never anywhere around
Right.
here.
And it probably only went to one theater in each town.
Yeah.
But we've learned that from what we've, talked about over the years. That, these limited release could have been even just one theater. So. But critics found it generally favorable. There was a thing about Rotten Tomatoes. I love this Rotten Tomatoes stuff. I don't get it, but I love to read stuff about it. They said that Jordan remains an expert, setting a chilling mood, but struggles to match the creepy atmosphere and compelling story. I thought, I'm going to watch for that. What do you mean he misses the creepy story? This was creepy. This whole movie was creepy. You don't think so? It was creepy.
Well, it's a drama piece. It's not supposed to be like overtly creepy. It's not a scary movie.
Yeah, but the way it was filmed, the darkness and the
I think he missed the mark on anything. And I think I need to find whoever wrote that and punch them in their teeth.
slap him around a little. And it was filmed entirely in Ireland.
Yeah.
Which, we saw that. I mean, it was absolutely, you can't find places like that in the United States.
Oh, no.
Doesn't look the same. So, yeah, that's what I got.
Wow. That's exciting.
Yeah, I found him very, very interesting, except that one little hiccup.
Honestly, that's a little hiccup. And
Yep.
I'm willing to move past that.
Absolutely, because, like I said, art for art's sake, maybe.
And listen, a lot of people signed that
Yes.
petition.
Yes, they did. We've talked about other directors that have signed it. So yes.
And, none of them have been canceled yet. So
Right. So no, he's not going to, and he won't be canceled now. I mean, no.
No.
People love him.
I
found nothing bad written about him.
Would you watch another Neil Jordan movie?
I think I might.
Yeah. Okay.
I do. I think I might. To see what else has this guy got?
Okay. I'll definitely have to find The Crying Game.
Oh, okay. I remember that as being a very sad story.
Well, it is a sad story.
Ay. Okay.
People die.
Well, people die every day.
But people are dying for a conviction that, not everybody has. And do you have convictions so strong that you're willing to die for them? I do not.
Nope. I would rather switch than fight.
Yes. Does that make us turncoats? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Makes me a big old chicken.
Does it make me a pragmatist? Probably.
Absolutely.
Well, like I said, I've got little to no trivia on this movie. The seaside town used as the location of this movie was Hastings, East Sussex, England.
Okay.
Um, at one point in the movie, Clara uses the alias Camilla
Yes.
as a nod to the first female vampire in literary history, Carmilla, written by Sheridan LaFano.
Oh, cool.
Um, and I told you while we were watching the movie that that Saoirse Ronan was actually playing those piano pieces.
Yes.
That she had taken a 12-week intense crash course in piano. So she learned that complicated sonata opus 2 number 3.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
12 weeks. I can't even imagine that.
No. But I mean, when you're getting paid to do stuff like that, I mean,
I
I'd
guess
learn too,
so.
I guess.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And and those people, they're talented. They have skills.
Yeah.
I think all those actors have more than, just being a pretty face on the screen. They have skills,
Yeah.
you know.
And the last little line that I had written was, and I think that we've already mentioned this, is that Neil Jordan had considered his frequent collaborator, Stephen Ray. Are we just gonna say Ray for the sake of argument?
Yeah, okay.
To play Savella.
Uh-huh.
Um, but Stephen Ray was busy, and Jordan took a strong liking to the presence and the voice of Yuri Gabriel. So that's who was cast as Savella.
Oh. That dude was perfect for that.
Oh yeah,
He was the
and
enforcer.
and if you saw Stephen Ray, he is not an imposing man.
Okay.
Let me.
But yeah, that dude, he was absolutely the enforcer.
Yeah, and he said that his blade came from Byzantium when he was in the Crusades. So that
Yes.
man was 1,000 years old.
Yes. Yeah, that was he was perfect for that. And then when he snapped that woman's neck, all these crying women. Ay, ay, ay.
That's
Oh
that's
no.
Stephen Ray.
Oh, I know who that is. Absolutely not. No.
Yeah.
Wrong. Yeah. No, the guy they got was the
He would have
right
been fine
face.
because
Yeah.
this guy is a chameleon and he can do anything. But
that guy's face was just right.
that man's voice was just right.
Yeah. Yikes. Yeah,
Yeah.
I get it.
And listen, I love a Stephen Ray performance. I have seen him in other movies.
Yes, he looks familiar, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, are you taking a picture of our producer?
Yeah.
She's producing, but she kind of dozed off.
Yeah. She touched the screen with her ears, so I'm excited to see what hell that brings.
Jeez. Okay.
So, we might not have a podcast this week. We might just be screaming into the void right now.
Which we're good at that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Overall, this was a very interesting movie. It was very dark. I read about all the violence. I didn't find that the violence was shocking. Yes, lots of people died, but I did not find the violence off-putting. It was the right kind of violence for this movie.
Most violent sequence is when she beheads the blonde guy when the car full of people hit her with the car.
Yeah.
I think that's the most violent part of the whole movie.
That was rough. That was rough. But yeah, I mean, other than that, I mean, it was an okay movie. But no, I wouldn't watch it again.
Okay,
Wouldn't want to.
that's fine.
And we had a beautiful breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah, there is zero food in this movie.
Vampires don't need to eat anything but blood.
Yeah, and I'm not drinking blood
No,
for the sake of drinking blood.
no.
Um,
I
I'm not
imagine it
that
wouldn't
weird.
taste very good. You know?
Yeah. But again, I'm not that weird. Um, but I'm kind of sick of everything that we've had.
Yes.
We've done a few things a few times, and I'm sick of it. And I was like, what? So I'm asking Google, what do I make to accompany a vampire movie? Um, and chicken paprikash was the first thing that popped out.
Which amazes me, but okay.
Well, apparently, it has something to do with the novel Dracula, and I don't know because I can't read Victorian literature.
No, I've never read that one.
Oh,
No.
so I attempted a chicken paprikash, and I think it was okay.
I think it was okay. I haven't had chicken paprikash in probably since the 70s, but I thought whatever this thing you made that you're calling chicken paprikash tasted pretty good.
It's okay.
It was the right color.
Yeah,
It was the right texture. The
The-
chicken was very flavorful.
the chicken was cooked through, and that's really all I
Yes.
worried about.
Well, yeah. Anytime you cook with chicken, that's really the only thing you worry about. But it had good flavor. You put the right flavor in, and I thought it was delicious.
Yeah,
And like you said, I'm sick of eating everything.
yeah,
Sick of eating the same stuff that we've been eating for years. I'm sick of it. There's nothing new.
yeah,
So there is something new,
yeah.
and it was delicious.
I thought so.
You did a good job.
Thank you.
Even though I know you don't like sour cream or peppers. I don't, but man, it was good.
You blend it all up into a sauce, so there weren't. I only had like one chunk of pepper that survived on my plate.
You should have went at it a little more with that stick blender.
Ah,
That,
listen,
that's another thing we talked about. That was supposed to the juice is supposed to always go in the blender. No way. You have to clean that. Stick blender's perfect.
way easier.
Perfect. Because then all you do is stick that in water and whiz it up, and oh, look, it's clean.
Yeah. And to store this, I'm just gonna dump the noodles in the chicken pan and
Oh, absolutely.
call it a day.
Plus, why wouldn't you?
Right.
You know, I know that a lot of people, everything's got to be separate. No, it doesn't.
Well, I only left it separate because I didn't know, you know, if the sauce was going to be good, and do we want to ruin the noodles if the sauce is bad?
Were we just going to have egg noodles or buttered noodle? What'd you have for dinner? Buttered noodles. Nothing wrong with that.
No, I'm fine with that. That's a meal I would eat.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It turned out real good. You are a good cook.
Thank you. I tried.
It was fun. Fun, fun, fun.
Yeah. I didn't, when they're talking about tomatoes and peppers and onions, I was just like, oh. But then you blend it all, you mash it all up, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm I'm an adult. I need to hide vegetables from myself in food. So listen, this is a perfect meal for me.
Yes. Yeah, but how are you going to hide all that sour cream? That's
Well, I didn't put as much in as the recipe called for because I don't like that. And when I took a taste of it last night while it was boiling hot, I was just like, I'm not going to like this.
oh no.
And when I took a taste of it when it was refrigerator cold, I was just like, this isn't bad. And then when it was warm, I was just like, oh, this is still a little too sour creamy for me.
But no, it had enough sour cream in it. It had plenty of sour cream in it.
Yeah. And I think I could have made a roux and gotten the same consistency.
But you wouldn't have had the same flavor.
Yeah.
That sour cream has that certain flavor to it
Yeah.
that you can't fake that, I don't think. So you did good. It was delicious.
Well, I tried.
But yeah, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you found something different because It was fun.
Yeah.
Fun to
And
eat.
like I said, it wasn't the hardest part was chopping up all the veg.
Yeah, and if you're going to put it with the immersion blender, why'd you even need to chop it up as much as you did?
Oh, because I'm silly. Because again, I'm an adult that needs to hide vegetables from themselves.
Okay. All right. I thought it was delicious. It was fun. Fun, different.
Yeah. We got any dead people? I
We
know we
do,
got dead people.
but not a lot.
Oh,
Again, not a
okay.
lot. Lonnie Anderson, you had sent that to me the
Oh,
other day. I had already seen that.
I'm sad about that.
79. It said a long illness.
Good for her.
We know her from, most of us know her from WKRP in Cincinnati. Yeah. Mm-hmm. There was also another musician, singer, David Roach, 58. He also died of skin cancer.
Yeah.
Um, I did not, I recognized his face, but then it said he was in a band called Junkyard.
Never heard of him.
I never heard of it, but I recognized his face for some reason.
Yeah.
That's why I wrote it down. And Brandon Blackstone at 48.
Blackstock.
I've been saying that to myself since I wrote it down. Don't say stone. Blackstock at 48. Manager, producer, lots of stuff.
General piece of shit.
Well, I thought so. His ex-wife was Kelly Clarkson.
He was very bad to her.
Yes, he was. Stepson of Reba McEntire. Reba's
Ex-stepson. She divorced her.
right.
Not long after Kelly Clarkson and Brandon Blackstock divorced, Reba divorced her husband.
Yes. But they stayed close. And I remember, seems to me that I'm not a huge fan of Kelly Clarkson. I think she has a beautiful voice, but I'm not a country singer person.
She does pop songs.
I know she does, but she's way more to the countryside. But I was watched her show all the time. I loved her talk show. I love her talk. She's still doing that talk show. And I remember hearing things she would say about Reba McEntire, and it was all good. She must have loved her stepmother or her mother-in-law. So
Yeah.
yeah, he was bad to her,
Yeah.
and that's unfortunate.
And he stole money from her in a professional capacity.
Really?
He stole a ton of money from her.
Oh, that's not right.
Because he would put himself as like her manager and like her talent scout, and like he put himself down as like 3 different jobs that he took payment for each of those jobs.
Oh, that's too bad.
And he owed her a lot of money
That's too bad.
that now she gets to keep for her
Good.
children.
Yeah,
She also had to pay him child support.
I recall
for
that.
children she had primary custody of. That's
Yes.
fucking wild.
Yes. Yes. It didn't, stuff I just remember. He wasn't a nice guy.
No, he treated her bad. And
Yeah.
you know what? If you get with somebody who wildly fluctuates with their weight and you have a problem with fat chicks, why are you with her?
Right. Right.
You think fat girls don't get with a girl that can get fat real easy.
Right. But I think she's beautiful.
Listen, I don't care what size that girl is. She's a very pretty girl.
Yes, she is. She's thin now.
Yeah.
But even when she was heavier, I didn't think she was ugly, for crying out loud.
No.
I'm not a big fan of her wardrobe either.
No, her wardrobe sucks.
I hate her clothes, but because I think she could be so much more beautiful.
But I think that that's how people that dress people think that fat women should look in Stevie Nicks' 1973 wardrobe. Big flowy dresses and boots that hide your calves, and
God,
you
awful. Just I always, I see her on TV and think, did she have a dresser?
she probably pays somebody to dress her like that, which is
No.
a goddamn shame because she is a beautiful woman and you can look modern. You can look hip and cute as a fat girl now. You don't have to look like you raided Stevie
Ooh.
Nicks' closet.
No. I like Kelly Clarkson and I'm sorry for her loss for her children.
Her children, it's terrible. And I don't wish that on anybody.
No.
Everybody should have a relationship with their father, unless he's a piece of shit. In which case I'm glad he's dead.
Yeah. Okay. And last but not least, Jim Lovell at 97.
Yeah.
Astronaut, we know him because he was one of the people that said, Houston, we have a problem.
Yeah. Tom
So,
Hanks played him in a movie.
yeah. Apollo 13.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's where the Houston, we have a problem came from, isn't it? Apollo 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, dead at 97. I mean,
97. Good for him.
yeah. So, not too many deaths this time, but, Jim Lovell, I mean, my God. Who we talk about in space now?
Talk about Katy Perry being an astronaut.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right. Losers. Anyway. And this, I heard this on the news last night, and I thought, well, Alexis will appreciate this.
Okay.
The Tommy Boy Festival is going on this weekend in Sandusky, Ohio.
Holy shnikes. Are they only serving chicken wings?
Yes. I had never heard that before.
Oh, that's awesome.
That movie was filmed, part of it was filmed in Sandusky.
It took place in Sandusky. That's where
Right.
Callahan Auto Parts was centered.
Right. And I think I have seen the movie.
We have because we watched it for the podcast.
That's the big guy in a little coat, isn't it?
Yeah.
And car doors.
Yeah.
Okay, we have seen that then.
And the deer in the car.
Oh my God. But yeah, going on this weekend in Sandusky, Ohio is
Oh,
the Tommy Boy Festival.
shit.
We could drive over right after our show.
Oh, it's hot outside though.
Yeah, and I need a nap.
And you know what? If we're being honest, I don't like chicken wings.
Yeah, but maybe they had something else,
You know, you get a vein snap back at you. You get some connective tissue.
Or you always bite right into that gristly part.
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
gross.
also this weekend is the Indian Festival. We always like to look at that.
Is that what we should be calling it anymore?
Oh, golly, I don't. That's what they called it on the news. We're not allowed to say stuff like that now?
Well, they're not. Technically, there are no Indians in America because Indians are in India, and that's where Christopher Columbus thought he was. And that's why we have called native people Indians for 400 years. But they're really indigenous peoples. They're native peoples. They're not Indians.
Okay, well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people from India who live here in Sylvania, Ohio.
Oh,
They're having their festival this weekend.
that's fine.
My goodness, I thought you thought I veered off onto something.
I thought we were talking about something we shouldn't really be saying anymore. Oh, Indian people.
I'm talking about out at the temple in Sylvania. They're having their yearly festival, and it is huge here in Toledo.
The Hindu temple is really cool looking from the outside. I've never been inside it, but it's really cool looking from the outside.
Well, their festival is going on today.
Well, have fun, Hindus.
Yes. So they have food, and I think that the lady was doing the henna.
Oh, that's fun.
The henna on the lady's hand, and it looked like it always looks like it's fun. And I know a lot of people that go out there to look at the beautiful jewelry and eat the food.
Yeah.
So that's going on this weekend.
I'm not a curry fan.
No, no. And I I'm not really a vegetarian type person at all.
No,
So
I really like a meat dish.
yeah. So, but it's big here in Toledo.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah.
Oh, Christ, I thought you were talking about Indian people. Jesus. God. We can't call them Indians anymore.
I I don't know. Donald Trump wants us to.
Oh, he's an idiot. And the Washington Commanders have to go back to the Redskins.
Is there no person in the government that has any balls to go up to him and say, "Listen, Mr. President,
No, because they're all
I
racist.
I understand you are the cream of the crop, the tippy top, but
No, he packed
you
the whole
can't speak like
he
this."
packed the whole place with yes men. Nobody's gonna walk up to him and say, "Dude, you're being racist."
No, dude, you're just stupid.
Nobody's gonna walk up to him and say that.
And all that they're talking about on the news, he was on the roof. He was on the roof.
He was on the roof.
Is he on the roof?
Why was he dancing?
It's so,
Wow, where are his care team? How did he get to the roof?
that's what I want to know. Surely there are not stairs. He would have had to have gone up a ladder, wouldn't have he?
I mean, I can't imagine that man walking up 3, 4, 10 flights of stairs. Can you?
No.
I'm not walking up 3, 4, 10 flights of stairs.
Be a ballroom in the White House. Why do we have to have another one?
Oh, well, because we have to to obliterate a Democrat's offering to the White House.
Oh my gosh.
Because Jackie Kennedy's Rose Garden.
Yeah, I paved that over. That looks great.
And he said he's going to his donated salary is going to pay for that. Somebody did the math on how, this $200 million ballroom and how many presidential salaries that would take. And it would take 500 years of presidential salaries to pay off this stupid gaudy ballroom.
And why are we doing it? Why?
Because he's a nightmare human and they don't know how to not placate him.
Why can't somebody go up to him and say, you need to sit down in a dark room and not say anything for a week? And then we got people like Hot Wheels out in Texas gonna send people to arrest people in a different state. They're not criminals. They're free to travel.
Yeah. Governor Hot Wheels. I can't stand it.
They're free to travel if they want to travel. Let them travel. I don't, you know what? I just look around. I see stuff on the news and I think, why?
Oh, the world is on fire. And why? For what?
Because we have Donald Trump as our president.
For why?
For why? Yeah, and we might have had a bank robbery here in Toledo.
That's
I
crazy.
can't believe that there was nothing on the news today about it that I heard. Why were all those police surrounding that building? Was it a hostage situation?
Oh.
I don't know. They had to pull some granny out of the drive-through. Why didn't she just drive through? Granny's calling her daughter saying there's a robbery at this bank. Well, drive away, Granny. Drive away.
Oh, I don't think that people know what to do in case of an emergency anymore. I think we're all just desensitized idiots.
I absolutely believe that. They went and pulled her out. How did they open the door in that front of that window to pull Granny out of that driver's seat?
Yeah.
Why didn't they just say, Granny, drive away?
Well, she's got an important witness testimony to give.
Well, tell us, what did you see? The news isn't. Yeah, I'm texting Lex last night. There's police There's the bomb squad. There's fire trucks. Now the FBI has joined in. We had a lot of excitement out in Point Place here last night.
Yeah. Point Place is a pretty wild place sometimes.
Is that the Wild West of Toledo?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Let me see. WTOL. WTOL.
I was watching Channel 13, but Channel 11 probably, I'm sure, also had live coverage. But yeah, all these police cars at this really busy let's face it, that's a busy intersection.
Witnesses say the normally quiet Point Place neighborhood turned chaotic on Friday when a robbery happened at the Key Bank on Cedar Avenue. And I can see that bank. It's right there.
Yes. Yeah, that big white building. Yes, you
Yeah.
know where it is. Right there on the corner.
Point Place has had enough going on. Point Place needs a break. They had a
They do.
tornado a couple years ago.
Yeah. But people are still messing with that.
Yeah, because the vultures came in as soon as that happened and robbed everybody.
Yes.
The construction people saying they're going to do their stuff, and then they take their money and never do their stuff. And
Yeah.
ugh.
That's unfortunate. But yeah, they do. They need a break for people.
Yeah.
But damn, that's a busy intersection, and
Oh, what
there were a lot of
in the ass.
cops.
I would have been fucking furious.
I've been pissed to be the next car behind Granny
Because
the cops are pulling out.
Because that's the way Justin takes to go home. He turns off a suitor right there to go behind Myers to get back to Telegraph or Detroit.
Sure.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, Justin sees that bank every day.
Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Well, what do you know? We're all going to hell in a handbag.
Okay.
But yeah. So what are we watching next?
Oh, we're watching one of your movies. Which one do you want to watch?
Dude, where's my car?
Okay.
We had to watch this movie. We're going to watch Dude, Where's My Car? Because Alexis doesn't really like that movie.
There's Chinese food in that movie. I feel like that's what they're ordering at the drive-thru. No and then.
Okay.
Because they're ordering and the person says, and then I want this, and I'm done ordering, and then I think it's Chinese food, so we're gonna have to work that out. I'll probably just end up making it because good Chinese isn't open anymore around here.
No, there really isn't.
And Bangkok Kitchen doesn't open till the afternoon on Saturdays.
Well, what's the nothing wrong with a good stir fry.
Yeah, I've been hungry for it.
Oh, well then.
Or we could make one of those HelloFresh meals I stole.
Oh.
Those are Asian.
Yes, they are.
And we can make little dumplings to go along. Those little frozen dumplings are bomb.
Those were really good. I've never had anything like that.
Yeah, they're really good.
Really good. Why hadn't I never had those before?
I got them on a whim. I was just like, well, I'm going to try them.
Yeah.
They were good.
I know, because we're sick of eating the same old thing that we've been eating.
Yeah. But again, I'm fine with the stir fry. If you want to do a stir fry, let me know. But if you want to do one of those other little ones, I'm fine with that too. We do the Korean meatballs.
Those were we've done those.
Yeah, they're good.
We've done those for a show, so we shouldn't eat those again.
Okay.
But that rice bowl.
Yeah.
Dang, that stuff is good.
I'm gonna make that tomorrow night. But I'll make it again next Saturday. I'm fine with that.
Well, let's do a stir fry. That's just as easy.
Okay.
Just as easy and just as hard.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, okay. But yeah, that's for some reason I find that movie hilarious. It's just so stupid.
It's very stupid.
But it's hilarious to me. I don't know why. I don't even know who the director is. Do you know who the director is?
No.
It's probably Bozo the Clown or something,
Oh.
isn't it?
It's not somebody that's going to get glowing like I love his movies. I don't give a shit about his politics. I'm here for his movies. They're great. I will watch all of his movies. I'm not saying that about this guy.
My goodness. But I don't know, there's just something about that movie that just hits my funny bone. And the director of that movie is Danny Lanier, Leiner.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Never heard of him.
no, I don't think he doesn't ring a bell with me, but he doesn't even look familiar.
Yeah, that looks like the face of a guy that directed Dude, Where's My Car?
His his eyes kind of aren't going in the same direction. So yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Let's see what this says about him. Young guy, born in 1961. Not that young.
No, not that young.
Film and television producer. He did Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle. You saw
Oh,
that one?
boy.
I
Okay.
think you saw that
I
one.
definitely saw that one.
Okay. So yeah.
Mm.
Oh, there more police.
Yeah. Well, save that for the next movie. We'll need all the ammunition we can talk about. We've talked for 2 hours about Neil Jordan.
And we didn't have hardly any trivia, but I found him very interesting. The
Yeah.
stuff I read, I found it very interesting, and I think that um, I think that I would look at something else he did.
Yeah, Interview with the Vampire is beautiful.
Mhm.
The Crying Game is beautiful.
Okay.
Um, the older ones are, real dated.
Isn't everything dated from
Yeah.
1980 something?
Yeah.
But we still watch it. We still enjoy it. It's okay. So yeah, it's okay. So yeah, our this is our 90th movie. In about a heartbeat, we'll be at our 100th movie.
Yeah, and we are right around our 4-year anniversary.
Didn't we start in August?
Yeah. Guess
This
we're
is August.
Yeah, we're in August right now.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Lex.
I was telling Justin about it and I sent him a screenshot of the first time I posted on Facebook about it. When did I say that was?
Oh my gosh. That amazes me that did they have Facebook back then? That's what I think. 4 years ago. Doesn't seem like, a long time, but it seems like a long time. And some of the interesting movies we've seen, and some of the movies that we've seen that I went, what? I don't get it.
We send each other so much dumb shit.
I know. Isn't that what all we do? Isn't that what Facebook is
Oh,
for?
August 12th. What's today?
9? Isn't today the 9th?
Yes. So,
My gosh.
yeah.
This is our 4th anniversary edition.
Yeah. 4th anniversary, 90th movie.
Shh.
Because I came in the other night and Raising Arizona was on TV, and I sat down and I watched the whole thing.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That was a
And
blast from the past.
that's what made me think to go back and look, when did we start this? I'm pretty sure that it wasn't, it was 4 years ago, right around now that we watched Raising Arizona as our first movie.
Oh my gosh. Craziness.
Yeah.
Craziness. But oh well. Okay, if we talk that long, I need a drink.
Yeah, you do.
And our producer's losing interest over there.
Yeah. She's going to start touching the screen in a
Yes, she
minute.
is. She's had a little bit of a rest, so now it's time to get up and go.
Yep. All right. Well, continue on with us on our countdown to 100. We really hope that you enjoyed this entry, because this was real fun for me.
Yeah, it was interesting.
So,
Yay!
all right, everybody. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
Alrighty, bye.
Bye.